So my name is Andrea and I'm from Philadelphia. I started dancing at the Pennsylvania Ballet School under the direction of Lupe Serrano, the most amazing ballet teacher in the world. From there, I stayed with her from the age of 7 to 16. Then I auditioned for the School of American Ballet, and 2 years later, got into the New York City Ballet. 9 years into the New York City Ballet, left and joined the dance theater Harlem, and where I was a principal and danced there for 9 years. And now I'm teaching.
What brings you back to the School of American Ballet?
I was asked to guest teach last summer, and they brought me back this winter for a week to guest teach again.
Running over here.
I'm Savannah Durham, and I'm from North Carolina, and I'm 16 years old. And I started dancing when I was about 8 years old at the School of the Arts in North Carolina, and they have a preparatory program there. And I danced there until I was in about 8th grade. And then I went to Charlotte Ballet in North Carolina. And then I went back to the School of the Arts. And then last year I was in Boston, and now I'm here. I'm in C1.
I'm Kennedy Sheriff. I'm from Dallas, Texas, and I'm 15 years old, and I started dancing when I was 3 years old. My mom put me in ballet because I was also tomboyish, and I like to do hip hop and dance inappropriately. That's another story. And I started training at Ballet Conservatory in Louisville, Texas, and then I switched to Ballet Academy of Texas, and I danced there for about 3 years, and then I auditioned for
I'm Andrea Bradley. I'm from Detroit, Michigan originally. I started dancing when I was younger, I don't know, 4 or 5 or something. I'm 18 years old now. I went to a small studio in Michigan when I was younger, and it was Cicchetti based, and so I was completely opposite from SAB. And then I went to a Russian ballet school, and it was super Buganova, so Buganova, so Buganova. But it was a great school, and I think it was a good school. And then I auditioned for Dance Theater of Harlem, summer intensive, and then I went there, and I met Miss Long. And then they told me to come back for another summer, so I did another summer the next year, and I think I was 13, 14. I was a baby. And so I went for another summer, and then they asked me to come for the full year to do their professional training program. And so then I had Miss Long that whole year, and then she was like, "Have you ever thought about going to School of American Ballet?" And I was like, no, because I had no idea what it was. And so she told me to audition for SAB, and then I auditioned for SAB, and I got in, and then I came for the summer, and she also took me to see my first New York City Ballet performance.
Oh, she was so cute.
And then I got into winter term, and now I'm in Naidu.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Vandora. I'm also 18, and I'm from Philadelphia. I started dancing when I was 3 at the Rock School. My mom danced recreationally, and she's a physical therapist who works on dancers. And my uncle's also a dancer. He was a dancer in Harlem. So they just decided to put me in because family history. And I really liked it. So I went to the Rock School until I was 13, and then when Pennsylvania Ballet reopened their school, I decided to go there. I was there for a year, and then I came to SAD for a summer course. It's my 3rd time auditioning, but the first time I actually got in. I was really excited, and then I got asked to come to winter term. So now I'm here. It's my 4th year, and I'm in C2.
My mother took me to the Pennsylvania Ballet when I was 7 years old, and I grew up with 3 brothers, so I was very other for her, tomboy, and she wanted me to get grades. And I just went to the ballet bar, and there was something right off that I loved about the music and the way ballet was. It was so beautiful, and it made me feel so special when I was doing it. I just fell in love, and I knew that that was what I was going to do. I just knew right off the bat.
My mom actually saw an ad in the newspaper for an audition for the School of the Arts. And I was like, I've always been kind of tall, and I was a little awkward, so my mom wanted me to be more like graceful and like have better posture. And I auditioned, and then I got in, and I'm still dancing.
I started dancing when I was like 2 or 3 at a really small studio. My mom always liked dancing. Like she danced a little bit when she was growing up. My uncle, Robert Garland, he danced with Philadelphia in Philadelphia and Dance Theater of Harlem, and he's still the resident choreographer there today. So it just stopped. So yeah, they decided to put me in ballet, and I really liked it. I did quit for like a month, and then I was like, Mom, I need to go back. I miss it so much. And I've been going strong since then.
Yeah, I guess I got into ballet because, well, my mom was a dancer. She wasn't a ballet dancer, but she danced at Alum for maybe almost 10 years, I think. So she knows a lot about ballet, and she knows a lot about dance. And I guess when I was younger, I got into it because she would go teach somewhere, and I just didn't have anything to do, or I guess I was kind of a distraction to her class. So she put me in ballet classes, or like dance classes in general, and I guess I just never stopped. And then when I was like 6 or 7, Dance Theater of Harlem came to Detroit. And so my mom took me to go see them, and I was like, oh my God, they're so good, wow. And I don't know, I just never stopped.
So I started ballet when I was 3, and in the beginning, for like the first 5 years, I honestly wasn't really into it. And then Alum came to Dallas, and I saw them perform, and that kind of changed everything for me. Because I saw Texas Ballet Theater, but it wasn't until I saw people who looked like me dancing that I actually wanted to try and pursue a career in dance. So then I started to take more ballet classes, drop jazz and tap and modern, and really focus on my technique so that I can make it someday. Yeah. I was a little bit intimidated because when you see books of ballerinas and pictures, there's really no ballerinas of color, so I was like, how am I ever going to make it if no one else like me is working and stuff. So then when I saw Misty Copeland, I was in shock because I was I didn't even know other brown ballerinas were actually making it and in the business and striving towards those end goals. So I don't know. I'm a very visual person, so when I see someone who looks like me, that's when I'll get inspired rather than seeing any other ballerina.
I mean, I went to studios where I was one of the only African American students, but I just never really thought anything of it. I was just I'm just here. I don't know. It never bothered me either. I was just everyone's not African American, and I just am. When I first went to Dance Theater of Harlem, there was a moment where I was more wow, I'm in a classroom with everyone, and everyone looks the exact same as me. I noticed that before I noticed that I was the only one. Well, when I went to Dance Theater of Harlem, it felt so nurturing and so normal. So I didn't. Just everyone felt like family kind of thing. And I came to SAB, and it was more like my studio's back at home, but times 50 because it's a much bigger school. But it still never bothered me or anything.
Well, for me, yeah, I felt it because when I was at the School of American Ballet at 16, whatever, there was no Misty Copeland for me or for you. There was no Misty Copeland. So you guys are a different generation. But for me, I for some unknown reason, identified with Lupe because she had the fro. I'm being really serious. She had a fro, I identified with her. I was like, okay, this is all good. You know, and I think the reality that I was in this art form, which was considered only for whites to do, is when I came to New York. I mean, like, the world came crashing down on me about who I was when I came to New York. I didn't really feel it in Philadelphia at all, because I think Lupe never allowed me to think that I was any different. You know, she pushed me just like her daughter. Yeah, I mean, I was, you know, we were all of these prodigies coming out of Philadelphia, prodigies, and we were kind of accepted, you know, I mean, I don't know, New York just made me realize, no, not everyone sees that cute little Andrea who's talented. There's more to you, Andrea, you're black. And that, you know, coming to New York was the reality. And I think, I can't explain it. It was just, I went to all white ballet schools, but I never felt out of place. I grew up there.
Yeah, like I never really thought about it when I was younger. That could have something to do with the fact that I had always seen Dance Theater Harlem like growing up, so there was never really a doubt for me like that I wouldn't make it because of like my skin color, my race, or anything. So I never really thought about it. I just remember watching the Nutcracker, and it was just like a girl with brown hair, and I was like, oh, I have brown hair. I could be Marie one day in the Nutcracker, which ended up happening. But I never really thought about it until I started going away to summer intensives. And my mom would ask me, she'd be like, so how many other girls are there that are African American? I would be like, well, I think I saw one. I can keep looking, but it's a lot different when you like go away. Maybe Philadelphia is just like really, there's really, you never feel that.
I went to, when I was 14, I got a scholarship to American Ballet Theater. When I came to New York for the summer, I was 14. And, you know, every summer program, like, asked you to stay with it, whatever. And it was when Patricia Neary was the head teacher there. And she's like, you know, I really think you're very talented, but maybe not ABT. Okay, meanwhile, I got a full scholarship to ABT. They're paying for me to study there, but maybe not ABT. So my mother said to her, my mother called her up and she said, what do you mean, maybe not ABT? Because, you know, I was thinking that I would want to stay and do the fall course at ABT. And they were like, maybe not classical ballet. My mother was like, maybe not classical ballet, why? And we knew. We knew, that's why I said when I came to New York, I was like, whoa. The reality of you are black. And so I think that's really a lot of reasons why I was drawn to balancing. I didn't have to be any color. I didn't have to be a swan who was white. You know what I mean? I went and saw ABT perform when I was there, when I was here in the summer at 14, and I was just like, Mommy, I can't identify with any of these people. And when that happened, when she's like, maybe not ABT, I knew what it was. I was just as good as any girl in that school. I mean, there were 6 girls chosen to have scholarships, and I was one. And now they're like, maybe not ABT. And my mother's like, yeah, okay, whatever. My mom knew that they realized she can't be a Willie, and she can't be a little swan, and she can't be that because she's too dark. So that really was, I was just like, that's it. That's it.